EastEnders has aired a dramatic cliffhanger involving Ravi Gulati, as his dark criminal plot continues. Ravi is secretly heading up an illegal drugs operation with dealer Oki, and has also threatened Harry into working for him. He has been trying to get himself out of financial ruin with these dodgy activities, but his money worries continued in today's episode when he officially said goodbye to Walford East, with the restaurant having been closed by HMRC. To take his mind off things, Ravi agreed to a day out with Priya, Avani and Nugget, but was sidetracked when he spotted a police officer outside his flat. Oki broke the news that their base had been raided, so he suggested that they move the whole operation to Kojo's flat. Harry was furious that vulnerable Kojo was being used in this scheme and feared that he could be deported back to Ghana if they were caught by the police, but Ravi snapped and trapped Harry's hand in a car bonnet until he agreed to the plan. Meanwhile, Ravi was distracted by the events of the day, and Priya was furious that he was a no-show for their day out. The pair rode back at home, but Priya softened when Ravi opened up about constantly letting Avani down, and she reminded him that he is a good dad. Talk turned to their family and their own relationship, and as Ravi and Priya grew closer, the former couple kissed. After they slept together, Priya and Ravi decided to properly get back together, but Priya said that it can only work if Ravi leaves the criminal world behind. Ravi promised that he will find a legit way to get back on track, and he looked set to text Oki, telling him that they were shutting down the whole operation. But a chat with Zach about doing whatever they can to support their families made him change his mind, and that night he phoned Oki asking him to take things up a notch over the bank holiday. "I don't care how much you have to push the dealers," he said. "You shift as much gear as you can." Will Priya discover that Ravi is lying to her about his dodgy dealings? EastEnders. Ravi Gulati's dark cliffhanger, criminal deals, family drama, and a dangerous future. EastEnders has left viewers gripped with another dramatic cliffhanger, centering around Ravi Gulati's dangerous descent into the criminal underworld. The latest episode pulled no punches, showing just how deep Ravi has sunk in his efforts to claw himself out of financial ruin. As he continues to juggle family responsibilities, his shady drug empire, and rekindled romance with Priya, the question remains: how much longer can he keep living this double life before everything collapses around him? This expanded deep dive will unpack everything that happened in the episode, explore Ravi's tangled relationships, look back at how he reached this point, and speculate on what this means for the future of Walford. Ravi's criminal spiral, from desperation to domination. When Ravi first arrived in Walford, he was already a man with secrets, connections to organized crime, and a streak of ruthlessness. His involvement with criminal activities has only grown, and in recent months, financial pressure has pushed him deeper into the drug trade. Ravi is currently running an illegal drugs operation in partnership with dealer Oki. While Ravi presents himself as charming and smooth-talking in public, behind closed doors he is orchestrating dangerous schemes to line his pockets. The closure of Walford East by HMRC marked a major turning point in Ravi's story. Once a proud business owner, he has now lost the last piece of legitimate work he had. Stripped of stability, Ravi saw his future narrowing, and instead of pulling away from crime, he doubled down on it. This desperation fuels his volatile decisions. He is trying to prove himself as a provider for Priya, Avani, and Nugget, yet the very path he has chosen threatens to destroy the family he is fighting for. The raid that changed everything. The tension escalated in the latest episode when Ravi's operation faced a major setback. After agreeing to take a day out with Priya, Avani, and Nugget, Ravi spotted a police officer lurking outside his flat. Soon after, Oki broke the devastating news: police had raided their base. Instead of seeing this as a wake-up call to pull back, Ravi made an impulsive and reckless choice: to relocate the entire operation to Kojo's flat. This decision not only highlights Ravi's desperation but also his willingness to endanger others for his own gain. Kojo, a vulnerable man with the looming risk of deportation to Ghana, is now caught in the crossfire of Ravi's schemes. Harry's fury, loyalty tested. Harry, who has reluctantly become entangled in Ravi's operation, was horrified by the plan to use Kojo's home as their new base. His anger wasn't just about the danger, it was about morality, friendship, and survival. Harry knew that if Kojo were caught, deportation would be almost inevitable. Despite this, Ravi showed no empathy. Instead, he used intimidation and brute force to bring Harry back under control. In one of the most chilling moments of the episode, Ravi trapped Harry's hand in a car bonnet until he submitted to the plan. This violent outburst revealed just how dangerous Ravi has become. He no longer relies only on manipulation or persuasion, he is willing to use physical force to keep his empire intact. Priya and Ravi, passion rekindled. While Ravi's criminal life spirals out of control, his personal life took an unexpected romantic twist. Priya had been furious with Ravi for ditching their planned family day out. His absence reinforced her growing frustration with his unreliability and the way he repeatedly let Avani down. But when Ravi later opened up about his fears of failing as a father, Priya's anger softened. This emotional honesty set the stage for a heated argument to transform into intimacy. The former couple shared a kiss, which led to them sleeping together and deciding to rekindle their relationship. However, Priya made it crystal clear. Their reunion would only work if Ravi left the criminal world behind. For her, family stability comes before everything else. This ultimatum left Ravi at a crossroads. A false promise, Ravi's dangerous lie. For a moment, it seemed Ravi might choose the right path. He promised Priya that he would abandon the drug operation and find a legitimate way to get back on track. His body language and his hesitation while drafting a text to Oki suggested he was genuinely torn. But EastEnders thrives on twists, and Ravi's resolve didn't last long. A conversation with Zach completely shifted his mindset. Zach, meaning no harm, spoke about the importance of doing whatever it takes to support one's family. Instead of inspiring Ravi to find an honest route, Zach's words reinforced Ravi's belief that his criminal activities were justified. By the end of the episode, Ravi had completely abandoned his promise to Priya. In a chilling phone call to Oki, he instructed him to intensify the drug operation during the bank holiday. "I don't care how much you have to push the dealers," Ravi commanded. "You shift as much gear as you can." This call sealed Ravi's fate, choosing crime over love, money over morality, and lies over honesty. The cliffhanger question, will Priya find out? The dramatic cliffhanger has left fans buzzing. Will Priya discover that Ravi is lying to her? The stakes couldn't be higher. Priya has been clear about her boundaries. She wants stability for Avani, not chaos. If she learns that Ravi has doubled down on his criminal path, their rekindled relationship could be over before it truly begins. But beyond romance, the danger of Ravi's lies extends to everyone around him. Avani, Nugget, Priya, Harry, and Kojo are all at risk of being collateral damage in Ravi's dangerous empire. Ravi's double life, a character study. Ravi is one of EastEnders' most complex characters at the moment. On one hand, he is a devoted father, desperate to provide for his family. On the other, he is a ruthless criminal willing to endanger anyone who gets in his way. This duality makes him compelling to watch. His vulnerability in moments with Priya contrasts sharply with the cruelty he shows toward Harry and the coldness with which he runs his empire. The real tragedy is that Ravi's need to protect and provide is driving him into the very lifestyle that threatens to rip his family apart. The future of Ravi's storyline, what could happen next? Fans are now left speculating about where this explosive storyline will go. Here are several possible directions EastEnders might explore in the coming weeks. Priya uncovers the truth. If Priya discovers Ravi's lies, the fallout could be explosive. Their reunion would end in heartbreak, and Priya may decide to leave Walford altogether. Kojo faces deportation. If the police discover drugs in Kojo's flat, he could face deportation. This would not only devastate Kojo but also leave Harry with guilt and anger toward Ravi. Harry turns on Ravi. Harry may eventually snap. Having endured Ravi's threats and violence, he could go to the police or sabotage the operation from the inside. The police close in. With their base already raided once, it's only a matter of time before the police catch up again. Could Ravi face arrest? Family versus crime. Ravi may be forced to make an ultimate choice between his family with Priya and his drug empire. Will he finally put Avani first, or is it too late? Fan reactions, social media buzz. Fans have taken to social media to share their shock, excitement, and predictions about Ravi's cliffhanger. Many have praised the tension of the episode and the way EastEnders has intertwined family drama with high-stakes crime. Some fans sympathize with Ravi, believing he is only trying to provide for his loved ones. Others argue that he has crossed too many lines to ever redeem himself. Why Ravi's storyline matters for EastEnders. EastEnders thrives when it blends personal relationships with gritty, real-world issues. Ravi's storyline does exactly that. His financial struggles, clashes with the law, and family conflicts reflect real challenges many people face, though not usually at such extreme levels. The mix of romance, betrayal, crime, and fatherhood gives the show both drama and depth. Moreover, Ravi's arc connects to multiple characters, weaving together storylines for Priya, Avani, Nugget, Harry, Kojo, and beyond. His choices create ripple effects across Walford, ensuring that his story is central to the show's drama in the coming months. Conclusion. A man on the edge. Ravi Gulati's Cliffhanger leaves us with one clear picture. He is a man on the edge. Pulled between love and crime, family and power, honesty and deception, Ravi is digging himself into a hole that may be impossible to escape. With Priya back in his life and his criminal empire at risk, the walls are closing in. Will he change course before it's too late, or is Ravi destined for destruction? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. EastEnders has set up a storyline that will keep viewers hooked for months to come.